it's me again, Joel, Bisaya reader, and welcome to another video. And for today, I am going to do a reading vlog because it's been a while since I did a reading vlog. My options of the books I'm going to read after Like a Love Story, I think I'm going to go with The Passengers by John Morris, All Are Wrong Todays, or Sea of Rust. And for high fantasy, I'm thinking about Blackwing by Ed McDonald, and we'll check Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. I'm not really sure. This is not really top of my TBR because I really want to start this series on 2021, but you don't know. Also, I'm really eager to read The Light of All That Falls, the third and final book of the Decanius trilogy. And Educated by Towers Over, because I do believe this is going to be a really fast read. And last option for me is, I think you need to really prioritize this one, J.S. Latch's The Threat Below. Book 1, I was great to use a legacy book. So I already started this one, by the way, but we'll see. Okay, so we'll be going out this afternoon, so I'll probably won't be able to do some reading, but I'll get back to Like a Love Story soon. But anyways, for now, look at how beautiful Cebu is. Really great day. And yeah, I'll just get back to reading Like a Love Story probably this evening. And this afternoon, while running some errands, I'll just probably do some reading by audiobook for Ready Player 2. And yeah, I still have an audiobook of Like a Love Story on Scrib because they have the audiobook there, but I'm still on free trial. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, grocery time. Bored. I'm bored. Hey guys, so I'm here in Ayala. I just took off a mask. I'm wearing a mask, by the way. Just took it off because I'm in Philippines. Taking this. Home at last. So I am down to the last 100 pages. I am 321 out of how many? 413. So less than 100 pages. And I need at least an hour or two to read and finish this, and then I'll get back to you guys with my very fresh from the book review. So yeah. Hey guys, it's me again, Joe, Bisaya reader. Welcome to another video. And for today, I'm going to do a book review of a young adult contemporary by Abdi Nazimian, and this is Like a Love Story. If you've been following me on my Instagram at Bisaya reader and on this channel, I think you probably know that I have been looking forward to read this book. This is actually a book that is part of my Christmas wish list last 2019. I was really happy that I finally got it this year, actually around October, mid-October. I purchased this as a brand new copy from thriftbooks.com. Having the personal hardcover copy this 2020 is one of the highlights of my year. And I was really looking forward to read this one. And even though I have a lot of books on my TBR, I immediately bumped this on top of the list and I was not disappointed. So before I dive into my review, I'm just going to give you a quick summary or synopsis of what this book is all about. This young adult contemporary book was published last 2019. Let me just double check. I think it was 2019. Yeah, it was 2019 by Abdi Nazimian, and Abdi Nazimian is known to be the producer of Call Me By Your Name, in which we're following our three main characters named Judy, Art, and Reza. Reza is an immigrant from Iran. US is his third country already because after Iran, they migrated to Canada, and then when his father died, they migrated together with his mother and older sister to New York because his mother married another guy. And on the other hand, we have these two kids who live and grew up in New York. First of all, it's Judy. Judy is also an outcast in her school. All of them are actually in high school. Judy is an outcast in her school because of her weight. She is really not the typical slim, and she is cute and chubby. That's why she's being bullied by her weight. And she has this really weird style, and she's an aspiring fashion designer. She wants to break the fashion world by her own style, unique style that is not yet accepted during the time and that's set in this book, which is 1989. And we have this other character who is Art. Art is an out gay guy who is also weird and is the best friend of Judy. And he is always bullied not just because only of his sex or gender, but also of his preference when it comes to his style. Also, like, he likes to color his hair and do some or wear some things that are not yet that accepted in society back in 1989 in New York. Judy and Art is actually acquainted to Judy's uncle, which is who is Stephen. Stephen is known to have AIDS, and the three of them, Judy and Art, together with Stephen, are an active member of ACT UP, which is a group of LGBTQ people who who are activists and who needs change to the society when it comes to the rights of the LGBTQ members, and also to save the lives of those who are having the AIDS disease. Stephen, the uncle, is on the late stage of AIDS, and he is a ticking time bomb, in which they're really anticipating that someday he's going to die. So my camera died, and I just realized that I ran out of storage. So where was I? I'm supposed to be done with the quick synopsis, even though I know it should be quick, but I just really can't stop myself talking. So the last part of the synopsis is that we have in the picture Stephen, Reza, and Judy, and then Stephen, Art, and Judy, and then Reza came into the picture, in which Judy has a really big crush, and then they were in a relationship, and then while they were in a relationship, Reza and Judy, Reza is still trying to figure out who he is. He's kind of confused, and then during the relationship, he fell in love with Art, and they tried to hide their relationship against Judy, and then eventually Judy was able to find out. And yeah, that's the synopsis. It's basically a relationship between three friends who are an outcast, who are also each or individually struggling with their identity and status in the society, and together they are bonded with this relationship to Stephen, who is dying from the disease called AIDS. I have pros and cons with this one, but more on pros. I actually just have two cons. First of all, my first con is actually some plot holes that I was able to see. The insta love trope, where Judy met Reza and they immediately clicked, I don't want to dive right into or deeper into that situation because I don't want to spoil you guys. But the insta love situation and that relationship was kind of off for me. I hope it could have been supported more by the author. And then the second cons that I found in this story is the predictable ending, which is it's very subjective. But in my case, as a reader, I don't want predictable story. Yeah, those are just my two cons. But most of the stuff I find from this book are actually pros. I obviously gave this 5 stars and will definitely be on my best books I've read so far this year. And here are the reason why I really love this book. First of all, the representations. The book was able to deliver to the readers when it comes to the different characters, such as there are three main characters. Reza, a closeted gay guy who is also an immigrant. So he's not only just struggling with his own identity as an American, but he's also struggling with his own identity as if whether he is straight or he's gay, and his struggle when it comes to if his family, which is knowing Iran, is not that really open when it comes to the LGBTQ community, and his mother is a pure Iranian, so he is really struggling. How will his family and his relatives react if they were able to find out that he's gay? He is also, grieving when it comes to his relationship towards his father and his new father. He has a stepfather and stepbrother who is a bully or homophobes. So yeah, those are some of the things that the Reza represents. On the other hand, we have Judy. Judy is a really aspiring designer who is only child and is kind of weird and is not socially acceptable in school and society because of the way she dressed, her style, her fashion, fashion sense. It's not really accepted, and people see her as the weird fat kid. She grew up under the wing of her uncle Stephen, who is an activist for gay rights and the rights of people who has AIDS disease. So she's greatly influenced more by her uncle over than her parents, who is problematic also, who are problematic also. And then we have art. The representation of art is actually he's an open gay, but he is being disowned by his father because his father is the perfect representation of what a homophobe dad is way back in 1989 in New York, in which his dad starts to disown him, starts to not support him financially, emotionally, and yeah, it's whether you're going to be straight or I'm going to disown you. And then his mom, who is in great denial because his mom says that he just really wants an easy life for his son, and in order for Art to have an easy life is to make sure that he's straight and not gay. And they are really afraid that since AIDS is initially called gay immunodeficiency syndrome, it was not called acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, so they don't want their son to die from AIDS, because people way back in 1980s really assumed that once you're gay you're going to get AIDS and you're going to die for it because it's the plan of God. It's a sign why God is killing gay people, because it's a sin of being gay. So those are some conflicts that our three main characters are suffering. Second reason why I really love about this book is the writing style. Even though there were some issues, but again, it was really easy to follow. The different perspectives, I really liked it. The pacing was really amazing. I never felt I was bored in any part of the book. And also, the way the author injected some, what you call so, 1980s reference, like the music of Madonna and how Madonna became an icon to the LGBTQ community way back in 1980s, and how Madonna gave strength and saved lives of the community way back in the 90s. And third reason is the complexity and the relationship the complex relationships of these characters towards each other, and how it kind of affected them, and how it molded their motivations, and how it molded their decisions. It was really realistic. It was really supported. It just doesn't come out of nowhere, except for the insta love, which that's my issue. But the rest were just really superb. And how my fourth one are the issues laid at the beginning of the book, and how it was really resolved towards the end. It was really satisfying, and it was really heartwarming. Fifth is how the book was able to pull emotions. Ha, dogs need to rest. How this book really pulled emotions out of the reader in me. It made me really emotional, to be exact, to be specific. Really, I actually read the saddest scene in this book, but I am in a public area, so I really want to cry, but I can't because there's a lot of people around me, and I want to, but I can't because you know what I mean. It's really complicated. But anyway, the last thing that I really love about this book is the lessons. I am 100% confident that the people, regardless of their age, who's going to read this will be able to learn a lot of lessons, and will be able to appreciate how different the life of an LGBTQ individual back in 1980s, and compare it to the life of an LGBTQ individual today in 2020. And how artists and how friends are really important, how relationships towards the people are really important for the LGBTQ members. And lastly, family. The family that you're born in is not necessarily just the family that you're about to encounter as you grow old. All throughout your journey as an individual, as a human here on earth, you'll be able to form new families, even though you're not related by blood or by religion or by belief. You can form by your own family based on experiences, based on your morals, and based on the things that you want to change in the world. And this is a really powerful book that you guys need to read. So 5-star, probably an all-time favorite. What else? You need to read this. It's going to make you cry. It's going to make you laugh, going to make you angry, going to teach you a lot of lessons, and definitely it's going to be your new all-time favorite. I am claiming it. This is going to be your new all-time favorite. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. My name again is Joel, your Bisaya reader. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. And if you have read this book, and if you're planning to read this book, please leave some comments below. And lastly, please do share and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And take care, keep safe, and advance happy holidays. Bye bye.